Hey everybody, welcome to week 6 out of 7. We are in our second to last week of our session, and so let's get started and see what's going on this week. So the first thing that we need to talk about is that there's no class on Monday. Because the 4th of July is on Sunday, it is Independence Day observed on Monday, so that is a day off for everybody, and so you don't have any work or anything due on Monday, which means that everything gets scooshed one day later. So we will start on Tuesday this week and go through Saturday, just like we did the very first week of class. All right, so let's take a look. Here is your course schedule for this week. You will see that the Monday is grayed out there because there is no class. We will be starting our last unit, Reading the Invisible Inference, this week, but first we need to finish up analyzing text structure. So on Tuesday, here's what's going to happen on Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be your test. At 8 o'clock in the morning, Rihanna has a session that you can go to, and she will be able to help you through whatever practice test or questions or whatever at 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, I will have an informal class where I will just be there to answer questions about the practice test to help you solidify your knowledge about analyzing text structure so you can get an A on this test. Make sure that your practice test is complete before you go to any sessions, and make sure that when you're doing your practice test that you are doing it like a test, so you know what you know and what you don't know. So once the practice sessions are over at 10 o'clock in the morning, on Tuesday, that is when your quiz, where your test lives, is going to open up, and you will have access to the test at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. That quiz will be open until 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning. It is just exactly like the rest of the tests. Once it becomes 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning, it will close and you will no longer have access to it, and you will have 2 hours to take the test. So once you begin the quiz, the timer starts and it times you for 2 hours, and you may not exceed that 2-hour mark. And I just want to let you know that this test is a little bit longer. It will take you a little bit longer than other tests. So just make sure that you are prepared before you begin, and that you work quickly. Do the stuff you know first, and you'll be fine. Okay? The other thing that I just need to remind you of is that since the test closes at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning, the latest that you can begin the test and have the full 2 hours is 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. You have access from 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning till 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning. All right, so then we will put analyzing text structure aside, and we will begin our Reading the Invisible Inference Unit. So of course, how we're going to start this unit is with a voice thread. This voice thread will take you through and give you a little bit of practice with inference and get you familiar with the term and the process. And then once you're done with doing that practice, you will have a study read for Chapter 7 in your textbook. And that is your last study read of the session. So you will be doing that. And then, of course, you will have your last chunk of the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian to do this week. It's chunk 5. You'll finish the book, and you will finish up those discussions on Friday when you reply to your group. So that is pretty typical. There is one thing hanging out here, this poetry packet, that is posted in Tuesday's folder, but we'll be going over that in class during week 7 on Monday. So this is just kind of hanging out all week for you to work on and dabble in. There's going to be really easy things in this packet, and there's going to be really hard things in this packet. And this is practice to get your brain thinking in an inferential way. So it's getting your brain ready to do inferences and to think about how you approach a text that you have to figure out. Okay, so make sure that you get that done before class, week 7. All right, then on Wednesday we have a draft reading. Now I have trained you that you need to do the reading and the annotating and then watch the video, and for this video I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do for Salvador Late or Early, this is such a great essay. It's very short. It's just one of my very favorites. But what I would like you to do, instead of doing the reading and the annotating first, I would like you to print this essay if you can. If possible, print it. Have some post-it notes available to you. And because what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you cover up parts of this text. And in the video, I'm going to walk you through each section. And there's 3 sections. And I'm going to have you do something. And then on the video, I'm going to do something. And it's very guided practice. So you do not have to do anything before you start watching the video, except for have this essay printed, if possible. Have a pencil and have some post-it notes handy so you can follow along and do the practice with the video. Okay, so that's just a little bit different. But then on Thursday there is this this essay called Early Autumn. It's by Langston Hughes. It is in your textbook, and I don't have the page number right here. Hold on, let me see if I can find the textbook. I'm gonna do this, and now you can see. Let's see. Early Autumn. Yep, page 297 to 298 in your textbook. I also have it in content. I have a electronic copy too. So if you'd rather print that out and write on it instead of in your book, sometimes that's easier for people. I have it there as well. So this video, however, I want you to do after. So this is going to be back to our routine. You read and annotate first, and then you watch the video. And remember, there's no way I can tell, right? So I'm just telling you that if you want to get everything out of this assignment that I want you to get out of this assignment, you need to do it in order. Read and annotate for inference, and then watch the video so you can see where your discrepancy is. That is a better way of learning than just watching the video, because you will not create those pathways in your brain as well if you do it that way. So read and annotate Early Autumn by Langston Hughes, and then watch the video. And then the other thing that you have on Thursday is another voice thread. And this voice thread is about figurative language. It's going to introduce figurative language, and it's going to give you a lot of practice by going through an essay called The Bike by Gary Soto. And so you're going to be pulling out figurative language out of that essay during this voice thread of figurative language. So those are your 2 things on Thursday. And then Friday, the only thing you have on Friday is the practice test for inference. And this test, this last test, will be during week 7 because it's our last week of class. It'll be on Wednesday of week 7. So you're going to do your practice test just like we always do the week before, because our last class is on Monday, and I want to be able to give you a chance to ask questions and prepare for this final test. Okay, so you're going to do the same drill for a practice test. You're going to put all your notes away. You're going to just have the practice test up on your computer, or if you would rather print it out, that's fine. Then you'll close your computer down and you'll be like, all right, I'm in a classroom and I'm taking a test and I can't use my notes and I can't use the internet and I can't use D2L, and I just have to do it from my head. And you're going to do it all that way, and you're going to circle the questions that you don't know, and you're going to star the ones that you're unsure about, and then your next step is to go through the whole test again, looking up the places that you need help, right? Oh, I didn't understand this, but I think it's in my notes over here. So looking up all of those places where you need help and checking on the answers that you think you have right. Because sometimes you think you know and you don't, or you have it a little bit off. And so make sure that you are checking all of your answers. And then when you come to class on Monday of week 7, we will be going through the poetry packet. We will be going through the practice test. And we will be doing our very last discussion about the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. So that is what that class will look like during week 7. All right? All right, and then the last thing is Saturday, and that's just your replying to your Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian group. Remember, you need to reply to everybody in your group in order to get full credit for this. And I'm excited that we're finishing the book, and I can't wait to talk about that with you in class during week 7. So that is our week this week. I hope you have a lovely 4th of July weekend if you're watching this video before Tuesday morning, which I hope you are. And hope you have a great week this week, great week 6. If you need me, you know where I'm at. You may email me or book an appointment on Zoom, and we can talk, and I'm here to help. So have a lovely week, everybody. I'll see you in the next presentation.